Good morning again, Year 3, and welcome to today's math lesson on Thursday, the 11th of February. Please pause the video and give yourself time to write today's dates and learning objective, which is to divide 2 digits by 1 digit with remainders. I wonder if anybody already knows what it means when we say remainders. Pause the video and then click play when you're ready to move on. For today's warm-up, I want to quickly do this flashback 4 so that we can reconsolidate everything that we have been learning this term. So question number 1, calculate 15 times 3. We could do that using column addition, the column method and the part whole model if you like. Have a go at answering all of these questions and then click go when you're ready. Well done everybody, thank you for giving that a good try. If you have a blue pen, get that ready so that we can go through and mark your answers. If not, just use your pencil. So calculate 15 times 3, that equals 45. If 40 divided by 8 equals 5, what is 400 divided by 8 equals? It equals 50. As you can see that we have times it by 10, so therefore we need to times our answer by 10. A spider has 8 legs. How many legs does 9 spiders have? So this is asking us what is 9 lots of 8? And it is 72. You can use your 8 times table or your 9 times table to help. And compare the amounts, so which number is larger and which number is fewer. Goes that way, look, because the crocodile wants to eat the larger number. Well done if you got those correct. Oh, and the time here, does anybody know? It is 5 minutes to 6 o'clock. So let's do a little recap of how we divide using the part whole method. So the number that we have is 48. How can we partition this number? We can have 40 here and we can have 8 over here. And we are dividing it by 4. So 40 divided by 4 equals 10. 8 divided by 4 equals 2. And what do we do next? We need to add together those numbers. So 10 add 4 equals 12. Well done. So our answer is 12. For our skill sharps today, this is linking to what we're going to learn. So I thought that we'd just practice grouping objects. So remember, grouping is when you group them together using circles. Sharing is when you drag them into and share them out into each group. So how many groups of 4 are there? So here are 20 cubes. So you can do your quick maths in your head to work that out, as it is 20 divided by 4, or we can group them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, let's group those. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I'm grouping those groups of 4. Oops. Fantastic. So how many groups have we made? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There are 5 groups of 20 cubes. So let me refresh this page. How many groups of 3 are there? How many cubes will be remaining? Now remaining means left over. So how many will there be that won't make up a group of 3? So let's have a count. We've got 1 group of 3, 2 group of 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I can't make a group of 3 there because we've only got 2 left. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 3 remaining, which we use the R 2 because there are 2 left over. So 20 divided by 3 equals 6, remainder 2 because there are 2 cubes left over. Now it's your turn. So we've got some red cubes here and I want you to group the squares into 2, group them into 4 and group them into 6. I want you to tell me how many groups there are and how many is left over. Pause the video to give yourself some time. Right then everybody, let's have a go together. See if you can use your blue pen to correct any mistakes that you might have made. So we're grouping this one into 2s. So there's 2, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we've got 1 left over. So there are 6 groups of 2, remainder 1. So we would write that as 6, remainder 1. Fantastic. The next one, we're grouping it into 4s. Ready? There's 1, oops, there's 2, there's 3, and then there's 2 left over, so I can't make another 4. So there are 3 groups of 4 with 2 left over. So 2 remaining. So it's 3, remainder 2. Because there are 3 groups of 4 with 2 left over. And the last one we're grouping into 6. So let's get our 6. There's 1. Can I make another group of 6? No, I've only got 4 left over. So it'll be 1 group of 6 with 4 left over. So it will be 1, remainder 4. Well done everybody. It's a little bit confusing, but it's only how many is left over. So remember, remaining means left over. So how many are left that can't go in a group? So here we have another question. There are 13 cakes. They are each shared equally between 4 plates. So we can use our quick maths and work out if 13 is a multiple of 4. Is 13 a multiple of 4? Let's find out. So we're sharing each cake onto a plate. Can you see how we're sharing and not grouping this time? So there's 2 on each plate, 3 on each plate. Oh, there's 1 left over. We can't put it on one of the plates because it won't be equal. One will have more. So there are 1, 2, 3 cakes on each plate with 1 left over. So if we write this down as a number fact, we can say 13 shared between 4 equals 3 remainder 1. That's an R I'm writing there for remainder. So 13 cakes shared between 4 plates equals 3 plates with 1 left over, which is what we've written there. You have a go at working out this one now. You can group the amounts because there isn't anything to share them onto. So in your maths book, you can set it out using dots, using lines, anything quick and easy so that you're not taking a lot of time drawing the bun. So you have a go at what this answer will be and what that answer will be. Press play when you're ready to continue. Well done everybody. Let's see if we got those answers correct. So 13 divided by 2. So we can split it in half and see how many is on each side, or we can group together in 2s and see how many groups we make. I'm going to group into 2s because we are dividing by 2. So there's 1 group, 2 group, 3 group, 4 group, 5 groups, 6 groups. So there are 6 groups. Remainder, this one. So remainder 1. So our answer to 13 divided by 2 is 6, remainder 1. We also know that 13 isn't a multiple of 2. How do we know that 13 is not a multiple of 2? Well done. Multiples of 2 are all even numbers. 13 is not an even number. Let's try this one. 13 divided by 5. Will this share equally? How do we know if 13 is a multiple of 5? Multiples of 5 ends in a 0 or a 5, and 13 does not. So we know that it will not share equally. So let's group these cupcakes into groups of 5 to see how many we will have left over, how many we will have remaining. So there's a 5, there's a 5, and we've got 1, 2, 3. We can't make another 5. So we have 2 groups of 5, remaining 3, because there are 3 cakes left over. Well done if you got those correct. Let's move on. Here is another way that we can work out how many we will have remaining by using the place value grid. So we have 73 divided by 3. So let's make our 73, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and then 1, 2, 3. And we are dividing it into 3 groups. That's why there are 3 groups on each. So put a 10 in each one. You have a go as well with me and see if you get it correct. We've got a 10 that we can't share. So what do we do with this 10? Well done. We exchange. So put it back and then get out 10 ones. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's split these into the ones column. I wonder if we will have any remaining. Let's see. So we've got, we do, we have 1 left over. So we have in here, we have 2 10s, which is 20, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So our answer would be 24. Remainder, how many have we got left over? Just the 1. Fantastic, everybody. Well done. So this is another way that we can work out how many we have left over. Let's try one more. Pause the video to give yourself time to do this on your own. Set it out really neatly, and remember we are dividing by 5, so we need 5 columns that go, 5 rows that go across. So to start off with, we need to make 58. 4, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's share this into our place value grid. So we're sharing by putting the same number in each column. And we don't have any 10s left over, so let's move on to the ones. There we go, it's all got 1s in. Oh, and can we put those in there? We can't because it won't be enough, will it? So make sure it's all equal. So 10 add 1 is 11. And how many are we remaining? 1, 2, 3. So our answer to 58 divided by 5 equals 11 with 3 left over. On your worksheet, you will have some questions that you can answer here, and it is focusing on using a number line as well. So you can draw your number line and then count back in 6s or 4s, however many it's asking you, to work out how many is left over. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I hope you have a wonderful time doing this math lesson. If you have any questions, send us a little email and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Bye!